We're here at St Ives Medieval Faire. My name is Matt, I'm from Knight for Hire, and we're going to do a tour of the St Ives Medieval Faire village encampments. At the St Ives Medieval Faire you have over 300 reenactors this weekend that have set up a medieval village, as you can see around us, and there's lots of people in period costumes doing the work that was required to keep a medieval village running. We have everything from the 14th century all the way through to the early Middle Ages, and so today we want to have a few interviews so you can see the people behind the work that makes the entertainment for you guys really clear. We're here now with Darren from Fire and Steel in the early medieval village, so we're slowly going more and more back in time. What is it about the early medieval period that really interests you?
Well, history is part of all of us, and this is part of my cultural heritage. The foundations of a lot of our cultures today were in the early medieval period, particularly the Dark Ages, when the peoples and the countries we see today are beginning to form.
Okay.
And so this is me following my cultural heritage back into the past.
Fantastic. And you recreate a certain time period. So what's the time period Indeed. That you're recreating?
We recreate Fire and Steel, the Viking Age.
Yes.
Which is also known as the Dark Ages.
And migration era now.
The right migration era as well. So we can cover anywhere from the 6th century to the 11th century, but tend more towards the 6th to the 10th.
Okay, fantastic. And you're here at St Ives Medieval Faire. Where did you come from to get here? Where do you...
Fire and Steel is a Newcastle-based group.
Okay.
So we travelled down from Newcastle, which isn't too far.
No, not too far.
No. So yeah.
Fantastic. And what is it that attracted you to come to St Ives Medieval Faire? Is it different to other festivals, or is it just another festival for you? Or
well, for us personally, this is the only festival we do.
Okay.
Because we do this for ourselves, and that's our main focus. The reason we chose St Ives Medieval Faire is because of the assurances when it initially began that this would be a quality fair. And authenticity was going to be the focus. So we decided to give the festival a shot, and also to support the other groups, local-based groups that are our friends. And so, yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's really good seeing all the Sydney-based groups or the New South Wales-based groups having another big fair for them to go to. And I think St Ives has done a really good job in being selective with who they bring along, so that they can limit it and make it as accurate for people as possible.
That's right, yeah.
Now, if you were a member of public, what is there here that would attract you to come to the fair? What would be something that you really wanted to see?
Well, what the feedback I get from speaking to the public is that what fascinates people most is getting a hands-on contact with the weapons and armour of the time period, and not only that, when members of the public see the crafts, their eyes light up. Go, oh, there's more to it than just violence.
Yeah.
And so they see the other aspects, and so I think that living history display is what gives it that edge. And we're relearning these skills, and that's part of the fascination. When you have that initial interest, you find that there's so much more. And that's what the public are finding when they come here, is that they have this initial idea of what the medieval period, the early Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, the Viking Age is about. And they come and see this and they go, oh wow, there's more to it. And these are people. These aren't just facts and figures. These are real people living this.
So Fire and Steel, do you let the members of public also participate with some of the stuff that you do as well?
We do indeed, yeah. So we get them kitted up in the armour, and they can handle the swords. Of course, they take photos. They love taking photos, and that's our interaction with the public.
That's fantastic.
Get a feel for it.
Well, I'm really glad you're here, and hopefully we'll see you later on today.
Indeed, we'll be in the Viking battle.
Fantastic. Thank you. I'll make sure I come and watch the Viking battle.
Excellent.